share your concerns and all of that. We'd be happy to help. David will be happy to help actually.
Yes, let's make this session interactive. If you have a question, feel free to raise your hand and ask a question. And yeah, that's how we'll be learning. Let's make it like a class session, like we are peers. We are just learning, helping each other on the problems or the issues they have been facing throughout the week. So this is a simple, okay, I want us to create this simple portfolio, personal portfolio. So this Figma, so I just got this simple design. I want us to create it by the end of this session. If we finish earlier, we'll log out, or if we have any more extra time, we'll help you solve the issues that you're facing. Is it okay, or should we handle one of the challenges from the course? Is it okay with all of us, or should we tackle maybe a project from the course?
Oh,
Did I say that? Okay, Stephanie. Should we handle? Okay, we proceed with the personal portfolio thing website. Okay, so I hope you have seen this design. At the end, I'll share the link with everyone. You'll go and maybe try to implement it from your end. So we'll just be using basically HTML and CSS for this session. Allow me to stop sharing and then share my whole screen, because I also want to share my VS Code where I'll be writing the codes. Is my screen visible now? Can you see my screen? Can you see my screen? Kindly react if you can.
yeah, I can see it.
Okay, thank you. So this is the Figma design, and then allow me a few minutes. I create a folder where all our files will reside. Just a few minutes. So I'll just open VS Code from here, then we get started. So you can see this is an empty VS Code. I hope each and every one of us here has used VS Code or has interacted with VS Code as you are doing the project. If you have not interacted with VS Code, or you have any questions concerning VS Code, feel free. You can raise your hand and ask your question. So we'll start by creating our index.html file. That's where all our HTML code will reside. So we'll write index.html. After that is done, you press Shift and then exclamation mark, and then this pop-up will show up on your screen, and then you just okay. You press shift and then number 1, it will show up this exclamation mark. Once it shows up, press enter. It will auto generate this this simple HTML startup code. Are the fonts visible to everyone, or should I zoom? Is everything okay, or should I zoom?
I think you should zoom a little bit.
All right. Let me see. That way. Okay, I think it's now okay. So I'll also create styles.css file. This is where all our files will reside. After you have done that, you come to your HTML file. We want to connect this CSS to our HTML file. So you'll come where we have head. Inside the head, you'll just do like this. You type link, then relationship, styles, style sheet, and then reference. You type your styles.css, and then you make sure that you close it. Yeah, make sure that you close your link, or else it won't work. This one will enable us to write the styles from here, and then the effect will be felt in this file. So after that's done, allow me to do like this, and then like that. I want to work with this design. So the first thing we'll do, you just type a dot, then you write home, then you press enter. It will create a div class. So after home is created, we want to have this navigation buttons on top of at our home. The first thing we want is works, blog, and then contact. So let's have that. Someone raise his hand.
Yes, I just want to know, if I remember correctly, can anchor and link be used interchangeably?
Not really. When you're working with HTML, anchor tag will lead you to a different resource. It can link you from one page to a different page. But when you are interacting with things like React, that's where you can use link and anchor tag interchangeably. Have that answered you? Have you understood?
Thank you.
Okay,
Yes.
thank you. Okay, thank you. So once that is done, we'll also create another div, and we will call it maybe header. I'm a nav. Let me call it navbar. Navbar, and then we press enter, and then we have our navbar. Once we have our navbar, in our navbar we want to have. Let me extract this from here and place it here. We want to have works, blog. Let me do this. We want to have blog and work. So we'll just do maybe, let me do a H1, and then we'll just write works, Then H2, or let me use UL tags. Let me use list. Let me use an ordered list. So we'll use an ordered list like that, and then inside it we'll have the first element will be works, and then the second one will have blog. Blog. Then the third one will have contact. Like that. So once this is done, I think fuel is not here. So once this is done, when you can run your web page locally. When you want to run your project locally, you'll come here and search for live server, an extension called live server on your VS Code. So you'll see that we have this live server here. You just click on it and then you install. Once you have installed live server, once it has finished installing, you'll come at the bottom right, you'll get this button, go live. So when you press go live, it will open your page here. Here it is. So this the unordered list that we have created. So we want to style it. For us to style it, we'll need to go to the styles.css file. So let me do like this, and so that we can view the changes that we'll be doing at the same time as we change the code. So let me do like that. Now we have navbar. So I'll take its class name and then come to the styles.css file. Okay, the first thing we are also supposed to set is to style is the body. So with the body, we usually set the margin by default to be 0 and padding to be 0. If you are using GitHub Copilot, it will give you this this information. So this way you can set the font family, the overall font family of your project, and the padding, the box margin stuff. So here we'll start with padding and we'll set it to 0. And then margin, we'll also set it to 0. And then maybe font family. After this is done, we'll say font family. Let me go with the one the first one, the first option that have been provided. So once that is done, for you to style using the class, you first type a dot, then you paste the name of the class that you created. You open the curly brackets. Now we can start styling. We can say this can say display flex. This will make the data inside the navbar to be flexible. Now we can say justify content space between or left, align items right, left. See, so we'll say justify this one. Sorry. Sorry about that. Justify content. Justify content. You can say space around, space between. It depends. For this one, we are styling the div file, but now we placed our list inside an ordered list. So for us to change the list, we'll come here and write class, and then we say we just give it a name nav. So once you have assigned it a nav name, we just copy you just copy this name, you go back to your style, and you type dot nav, then you open curly brackets. Now you can say display flex, and then let's see, supposed to be flexible, display flex, and then flex direction, row. Have we connected this? Okay, styles.css. Let's confirm if our yep. You see, there is a type here. That's why our styles are not responding for now. So when you are connecting this, you ensure that you've written your styles.css or anything using correct spelling. So you can see it has changed now. So the styling is taking effect. So if you want to remove these dots these dots are usually used when using an ordered list. So if you want to remove them from your nav bar, you'll say text decoration. I think it's text decoration. Yeah. Here you'll see text decoration, and then you say none, and then you'll see this dot should disappear. Okay, is it list? Okay, let me see if list. Yeah, list style. So you say none. If you say none, you see the dots have disappeared. Or you can set different. You can use different styles. So when you type that, it will show you different options. So you can use decimal, you can say circle, and when you say circle, you see it changes automatically. So once that is done, okay, but for now we want to use none, list style none. So then justify content, we'll say let's use space. Should this space around or space between? So space around. Space around. Okay, so space around. Let's go back to the HTML, and now we pick the individual lists. So we want to separate them. We want to ensure that they have spacing. They're spacing in between these buttons. So just go back here, give it class nav list. We'll give them the same name, the same class, same class, and the same class. Then we save, refresh it. Now I'll select this, come back here, I paste it home, dot, then I say margin. So when you're setting margin, you can set the whole margin using a single line. So when you say 0 pixel, you're specifying the margin top, and then the next one margin. This one is margin left 10 pixel, and then the next one is margin bottom. You can set it to 1 pixel, and then the fourth one is margin left. You can set it, let's say, you can say let it be auto. Let's see the effect. What effect does it have? So that's how we have separated our content, and then we can say we want to move it to the right of our screen. We can say let me see if this will work. Align items. Align items. We say right, not left. Right. Okay, this did not work. Okay, let's go back and check here. So we have this. Let's see if we maximize it. What will we get? So we still have this aligned this side. So yeah, let's see how we'll move it to our right. So align items right, justify content space between. Okay, I don't think I'm supposed to use this one. This is for the navbar. Now flex direction row. This is surely by default row. Some stuff you just do away with them because there'll be a repetition. You'll just be doing a repetition. Align items right. What about float? Float right. Doesn't do anything. Okay, I think I'll use another div. Another div here. Okay, another list nav that I'm supposed to style. Display flex, list style none. Just for content. Library. Space between. Okay, let's handle the next one. We'll come back to this. Yeah. We handle the next part. Where's our design? So this is our design. So we want to have this this big text, then the following text, then a photo, then this button. So that's our next assignment. So we'll come to our HTML, and after that we write a div, another div. Use a div, and then we can call it class body. After that's done, you also give another div, division, a div, and another div. So we want to have this text on this text on the right, and then the photo on the left. So for that text, let's use H1 or H2. After that, we'll say hi. Let's want to see what I'll be typing. So let's say hi, David. Hi, I am David. I am David. Passion. And they say, oops. Yeah, so once that's done, I want when you are writing a code, it's recommendable that you start from small screen, then you move to the larger screens. So for here, you are starting with the small screen. So on our left, we want to have the text, and we want to have the on our right, we want to have the image. So on our right, this will be our this division will be on our right. So I want to just write a simple text here that will help us to track the changes that you are doing. Say hi. So okay. As per now, you can see that we have them aligned. They are stacking on each other. So we have hi, and then on the top we have this hi David. Hi, I'm David. So we'll just go to the styling. So we can call it. We can give it a class left, because it will go to the left, and then we give it this one class right, because it will move to the right of the page. So we'll do that. We'll come here, and then we copy the dot left, and then we also copy dot right. Right, then we do like that. So once that's done, we can give it a width. We can give this width of let's say 40%, and then we can also give this one a width of 40, so that they are equal. They are equal to each other. So when that's done, I want this one to move to this side. So I'll go back to my HTML and confirm I've written the things. So these two divs are inside the body. So I'll copy this body. Then I come to this CSS. Then I'll do like this, copy that. Then I'll say display a display of legs, and then text align. And then, okay, now you have seen that this division has moved to this side. So we have two separate parts. We have this part and this other part. So once that's done, we want to justify content. Justify content will say space around for it to be aligned well, so that we'll have space this side and space this side. So you can see that we are almost achieving our objective there. So now we want to add a photo. So for photos, I'll just use one of my photos here. I'll just copy it, this one. I'll copy it. I'll copy this, and then I'll come back here. You can create a folder called images. After it's created, I'll paste in the photo that, okay, I want to paste in the photo. So I'll paste that photo, and then I just change its name, rename it, just say me.jpg. It's say me.jpg. Sorry for that. Hey. Sorry for that background noise. Let me continue what I was creating. So we are here. So we want to add this image to this side, and it should have a round borders, and yeah. So to add an image, we use an img tag. So we'll do like this: img, and then src, meaning source. Then we created a folder called images, and then the name of the image is me. What's its name? Let me confirm. me.jpg. So I will do like that, me.jpg, and then I close it. You can see that our photo is very, very big. So for us to resize this photo, we'll give it a class so that we can design it from, we can style it from the CSS file. So we can say you can just say profile photo. So after that's done, you copy this. I don't know whether it's still displaying. Yeah, still displaying, but the photo is very big. So come back to the styles.css. Just type dot, then we said, okay, what's that? What happened? Okay, I'll say styles. I named it profile photo. And then we open like that. Then you can say width. Can give it a width of 100 pixel, 100 pixel. So it should start reducing in size. I think I've not written the correct name. Let me just go back and confirm. It's profile photo class. Yeah. So let me go back to styles, profile photo, width 100 pixel, and maybe height also 100 pixel. It's not taking any effect. Let me confirm and reconfirm it. Class profile photo. Let me copy this. Should have it here. Why is it not? Okay. Okay, let me try to style it from here. Okay, src images.jpg profile. Okay, let me see height. Let me reduce it to 10 and see. 10 pixel. Okay, let's see styling work. If that doesn't work, you can do inline styling, whereby you just write here style. Okay, you just specify. Let me see width is equals to 100 cells. Yeah, if that doesn't work, you can specify it from. Let's see. Just a minute. Just a minute. Just a minute. Let me confirm something. Sorry for the background noise. Sorry for that. Sorry, just a kid. So you can set your styling from this from here. So you set your width to 100 pixel. You can see that the photo is now resized. You can also after that, let's see if I can style it from here now. So after that, let's see a border. And say border radius. Border radius, let's say 100%. If it doesn't work from here, we style it from HTML. So I see it's still having issues. Let me refresh. Okay. Oops. I just closed it. Okay, and say border radius. Border radius, say 100%. It should give us a rounded borders. Okay. Let me try to use a different photo because the .jpeg is giving us a lot of problems. Let me see this one. This a dot. Let me just copy it. Yeah, let me use this photo instead of this one. Then I'll just rename it. I'll rename it and just come back to the HTML file. Then change the name. me1.html. Then we remove the .jpg. This one is .jpg. When you are changing your photos, you check the file extension. Let's see if this styling will work. Okay, border radius set to 100. Profile photo. Okay. Oh, I changed I don't have the class anymore. That's why I can't see the effect taking place. So I'll just write class, then profile photo, then let's wait for it to load and see. This yes. Okay, the styles are the styles for the photo are not working from side. I don't understand why that way, but you can have it this way. Let's I'll check, and when you reach out to me after this session, I think I'll be able to handle it. So yeah. So after that's done, let's see this now. So we want to move this one to at least here. So, and then we add a paragraph. So we'll go back to our HTML, index.html, and then index.html. Then we add a paragraph. And then we can just type what should I add here? Let me just copy the text from here because I don't have much time. We can't do a lot of pasting. a lot of writing here. I decide to write will take a lot of time here. So we'll use that, and then I'll give this one a class so that we can do padding. And okay, this is how it looks right now, but I want to do padding so that and margin so that we move it a little. Okay, you can see the effect is now taking place. I did understand why it was not taking place while you were writing the code. You can see it does our margin, so it's now rounded. But the photo is too big, that's why it is this oval. Yeah. So you can see this is what we have right now. So when this is done, we do a little bit of styling so that we enlarge this text and then we move it a little bit downwards. So I'll give it class intro. We copy that, come here, we say dot intro. So you can say, we can give it margin. So as I told you when you are setting margin, so the first one starts for the top margin and say 10 pixel. Then the second one is the left margin. We can give it a margin of left margin, let's say 2 pixel. And then the bottom margin, let's say 20 pixel. And then the left margin, you can give it a 1 pixel. So this is how it looks like right now. And you can give it a padding. Padding is the space around the text. So padding, let's say, what will 20 pixel do to it? So let's refresh it. I've realized that this my HTML is taking time to load the stylings. So let me do that. So padding margin. Okay, I didn't close this. I think that's right. Yeah, you can see now we have more space around this text and it has moved a little bit down. So it's in line with this photo. So let's see this part. Okay. So I think we'd also move the photo a little bit down. So for the photo, I'll give it margin top. Margin top. Margin. Let's say 50 pixel. Yeah, it has moved a little bit down. If you give it 100, it will move down, more down. So you can see we have moved the photo from here to here. So with that, I think yeah, good to go there. Now we'll add this button. For the button, we'll go to the index.html and let me enlarge it. After the paragraph, we now have the button. Class, let me give it a class of download btn. When that's done, I'll close it, and then the text we can say Okay, let me just give it a right inside download instead of giving it a label. Download. Let's see the effect. You can see that the button is there. So it said that we give it text download. After that, you can go to our CSS and style button. Now, is it color red? I'm not sure of that color. We can tune it to look a little bit like that one. So with this, you can specify the colors. You just move this, and then you give it the color that you want. Don't know whether it's this color. Let me leave it that way. And then I give it padding of 5 pixel, and then border radius. Let me say also give it 10 pixel. This border radius, it will give it a rounded corners. So yeah, after that, yeah, we want to move it to be at the bottom, be in between here. So what I will do, I'll go back to the index.html, and then this is left, so text align. So I'll go back to the where we were styling the left div, and I'll say maybe text align and center. Yeah, and see I moved this one at the center. Does it align with the text? Is it in line with our design? So you should always be checking. Oh, it's not centered. It's not centered, so I just leave it the way it was. Left, and then maybe I should style this font size of the button. Let's say 20 pixel. Yeah. So just do this download resume. So it's download resume. So you can see you have that, and it's not very well centered. So on the large screen, I want it to be well centered. I think I'll do, okay, let me body. How did I, okay, plus body, okay, line. Okay, we'll come here to styles, then we check our body display flex, space around. Instead, I'll say space between. After saying space between, I want this div to move a little bit inside. So I'll come here to the left, and then I'll say margin left. Margin left. Let's give it 20 pixel. Then see it has moved. You can add it maybe to 100, and it will move inside, more inner. So we have that. So from there, move to this part. See, we still have a few things to create here: reason ports, views. So let me do that. So it'll come here, index.html. So we have body. So home. Okay, we have that up to here. So we'll add another if to hold recent posts and view all. So you want to design this area. So for that, we'll add a div. Let me call it posts. And then after that, I'll just write another div. So I'll give it maybe h3. After that, I'll say recent and another one, another h3. I'll give it view all. View all. So once that's done, it's with 50%. Okay, you can either scale from the HTML, this code you can see if and I also have a width of 50. Two ends of this page the way they are here. So after that's done, I'll give it class. I'll give it class post. So copy that, come to styles, do CSS, do like that. After that's done, let to have been. Yeah, you can see they are stacking on each other, but I want to be on the far end and the other one to be on the far end. For that, we'll do display set display flex. Let me see if I'm spelling the correct thing. Yeah, display flex. And then say content specifying display flex. Have I used any other H3? No. So to this H3s, let me not tell them from here. Post headers and then post header. So once that's done, I'll copy one, come here. I'll say with 50%. So take 50% of the div and then to post header, post display flex. Yes, I the issue is let me see. Use it under deep here. Display flex. Oh, I've been designing the wrong thing. I've been styling the wrong thing, so I should use post. So you should see this one has moved to the far end, and the other one has moved to the far end. So whenever you're styling, you should be very sensitive to your spellings and the namings. So I just return this to P to H3, and this one to oh. No. The machine is not responding. Okay, sorry. Yeah, just give me a minute. You know it's doing this. Hello? Can you hear me? Hello? Hello? Yeah, can you hear me? Okay, I just do this part and then leave it from here. Because I see our time is so much spent. Or what do you suggest? What's your suggestion?
Oh yes, I can hear you. I think you can just go ahead to do the last thing you want to do. So we call it a day. Thank you.
Yeah.
You have actually tried for us. Every other person that missed the class will just watch it up and catch up with the recording.
Yeah, sure.
Thank
So
you.
let me just do it this last part and then we drop off. So I'll do padding. Padding of okay. Let me do left padding, not all padding. So padding left and right. Padding. So the first one is usually for the top pixel, 0 pixel. And the second one, let me see, let's say 20 pixel. For the left, for the right, then maybe 5 for the bottom, and then another 20 the left. So pixel. So you can see the spacings, it has moved. So if you want more padding, I can do 100, and do 100, and we also do 100. You can see they have moved a little bit. We want to move them further. We do another, let's see, 200 pixels. Now you have them, they have moved a little bit in, but we want the background color. Yeah, we want the background color to be this color. So, okay, so I just come here and then to on posts, like this. Okay, on that. Then I'll say background color, aqua. Yeah, we only have this side. Let's say margin top. Let me give it 5 pixels. And then to the left, let me say that pixel. Bottom, give it 5 pixel. Okay, I can give it a maximum width. Instead of doing all this, I just say width is equals to, let me resize it. Okay, so this is too much. Yeah, I think that's fine. So here we'll do a width of let's say 80 pixels, not 80%. When you do that, you'll see it has reduced its size. After that, we can say margin and say margin. For the top, we can say 10 pixel. And then bottom, we can say auto for the left, for the right margin. Then bottom, we can say, we can give it, let's give it 10. We just maintain the consistency, then auto, so that it will be aligned at the center. So after that, we'll go back into our design and see what we are supposed to add. So we are supposed to have these two boxes, this one side and this another side. So for that, we can just create two divisions. Okay, so we'll come here and create div post and just do like that. Div, but I'll not use this stylings. Okay, let's see what we have, and then before we start styling. So currently this is what we have. Let me refresh this. Why is it not changing? Okay, so I want to design this one to be as the same as this part. So I'll do this. Let me do this. And then, okay, I think it's just right. But I'll remove give it left. Then I give this one right. So instead of header, I'll use here and here. Once that's done, What do you have on the left and on the right? So here we have a margin of white, background color. So we'll just do like that. Come here, do like that. We say background color, we give it white. Whatever I gone, what done. Oh, yeah, I get it right. So I'll give it just a password, help us identify what we are doing. So when you're designing, when you're creating a website, it's better to have this so that it helps you to trace what you are doing and the effects, if the effects are taking place. So you have that. Okay, for the right. Okay, so we want this to be to have a class of code. And so this one should be class post header. So let's come here and do that. And you can see we are almost getting there. So we have a header code saying making design system from scratch. So we'll come here, header h1, and let's say making design systems scratch. What about this one? We just design it in just a few. Let me write the other text. The other text says creating pixel perfect icons. Design icons. So let me maximize this and see what we are getting. So justify content space between. Let me do that and then we'll see the effect. So we'll say justify content space between. Okay, why are they not leaving each other? So you see that you come to back to code and you check. We have div posts. Let me give this post one and also this post one. Okay. So let me give it one. So after that's done, we'll come back here. We want to style the individual divs. Okay, let's see margin. Say margin. Top we can say 0 pixel. And bottom to the left we can give it 5 pixel. And bottom 10 pixel. And maybe 0 pixel for the left side. So you can see they have started to separate from each other. So if you want to separate it further, you come here and give this one more more space, and you can see the space has increased. Then you can just try content space between. You can do border radius to have the 10 pixel, and then the head 3. Just doing a simple thing. Let me just finish up and then I drop off. Okay, so I'll do a paragraph here. Paragraph, then just go back to the design. I copy the text, and then paste it there. Then you see the effect that it will have. You can see here, and you can also use the same text here. Save on time. Paste it there. Yeah. I think I'll stop there, but more stylings and more we can do it when if time next time if time will allow us. So allow me to stop there. In case you have any question, feel free to reach out to me on WhatsApp. So thank you for your time and listening to me. Bye bye. See you next time. I think I'll stop there.
All right. Thank you very much, David. Thank you so much for your time. I'm sure anyone that goes through this would be able to figure out how to work. Okay, the last person that was here, I think he just left. Anyways, that's fine. But thank you very much for your time. We do not take this for granted. Thank you very much. Let me stop recording.